My name is Toni Millican. I'm currently the IT eDiscovery and Litigation Support Manager for Trinity Industries. In a process of transitioning into a role that's going to include information governance and litigation support and leading those teams as well. Our current portfolio does include a manufacturing business of infrastructure, and we are going through a spin. So we announced in December of 2017 that we're spinning off our infrastructure of manufacturing company off to a whole new company. And so we have a lot of unstructured data to identify entanglement of corporate shared services. And we're actually leveraging Nuix to assist us with scanning the wild, is what I say. So a little bit different than an eDiscovery practice, but we're actually going out there and targeting our file shares. And through a process of both stakeholder interviews and leveraging Nuix and computer analytics, we are working to identify potential entanglement so we can separate the data for the company. We brought Nuix into our environment last February, I believe it. Well, actually, last February 2017 was when I was hired, and we decided to go ahead and bring in Workstation to help with our mass amount of data that we were sending out the door for eDiscovery cases. And we had an ROI that returned the value of what we had spent for Nuix within a 6-month time frame, because we were able to call all of our data down to where we were only pushing the amount of data that actually had to go out the door, and we're keeping everything else in-house. So that was a huge benefit. And then ultimately what our goal was to show the ROI there and then be able to utilize it and leverage it for information governance and roadmap that as part of our process. We're working on that right now. We got derailed with the divestiture, so that kind of took front and center. But it has been it's been really interesting to see what we've been able to uncover about what we have out there in the wild, and the education we've been able to provide to the business through this divestiture process of identifying data that needs to be, that's past record retention. So we really have their buy-in to actually leverage Nuix when we move forward to phase 2 of information governance and retention practice. Having the eDiscovery as the real win, because that's where you see the money going out, right? But I think that ultimately you can make the use case for an IG perspective because of the way you can mitigate risk by actually leveraging something like Nuix to actually bring into a data governance practice so that you don't have as much data to collect. It also brings down the cost for, internal storage costs, for IT. There's so much value brought into actually using Nuix for something like that.